Along the banks of the Osun River, just outside the city of Osogbo, Osun State, Nigeria, lies the centuries-old Sacred Grove, which is one of the last sacred forests that once adjoined the edges of most ancient Yoruba cities before urbanization. Centuries ago, there were many sacred groves in Yoruba land, and each kingdom had its own. However, most of these groves have been abandoned or have been shrunk to quite small areas. Osun Osogbo Grove, founded some centuries ago in southwest Nigeria, is the largest sacred grove to have survived and one that is still revered till date.
This is Oguntimehin, the founder. Is not. We can also call him the founder because he was the one that discovered the flowing river in this forest. Because there was a time in Opolium they had problem of water in that town. The king now sent for this man to go in search of a river. So the first place to discover river in this forest, we call that place Lakokan. Yes, he now went back to inform the king that he had found a flowing river. So the king and the people of Opolium, they now migrated from Opolium down to Lakokan. So as they were planning to settle down, they consulted an oracle. So the oracle now leave it to them that they should not stay there. So as they were tracing the river, they saw another flowing river down there. They now settled down there. They built the first palace near the river. So it was only the hunting season. As we all know, you are not allowed to cut down trees in this forest. You are not allowed to cut down bush, to cultivate on this land, or to build house. Even you must not kill any of the animal in this forest. So as they were cutting down trees and bushes, a tree now fell into the river. A voice now came out, calling them, Osogbo, wizard of the forest, you have broken down my dye pot. That name Osogbo is how the name Osogbo came into limelight. So they now went back to inform the king. The king now sent for a priest. After consulting, it was revealed that there is a goddess dwelling in that river, and they have broken all her dye pot. So they now asked, what are they going to do? She now instructed them that they should carry a sacrifice, but this sacrifice must be carried by a virgin girl. So that's how we have the votary maid. So they now make a pledge that if the goddess is going to be taking care of them, the pledge that they will be doing this thing for her every year. So that's how the festival came. So we celebrated the festival every year. So we now celebrate the festival every August of every year, but it's only the date that changes.
Through the dense forest runs the river Osun, the spiritual abode of the river goddess Osun. Set within the forest sanctuary are 40 shrines, numerous sculptures, and artworks erected in honor of Osun and other Yoruba deities, 2 palaces, 5 sacred places, and 9 worship points strung along the river banks with designated priests and priestesses.
Osun Olomoyoyo is a goddess of prosperity and goddess of fertility. So she turned barren women to mother of children. So that's how you can see children all around her. So aside coming here for sightseeing, people also come down here to come and pray. And people also come down here to come and have their spiritual baths. So that came here for prayer, their prayer started right from this point, then to the main shrine. Onili Orita T Junction. You know, in the Bible, they refer Eshu as Satan. Eshu is not Satan. Eshu is God of natural justice.
The grove is an active religious site and serves as a portal to the spiritual realm, where one can connect with the Osun deity and the ancestors. Here, daily, weekly, and monthly worship takes place. Most importantly, the annual processional festival, the Osun Osogbo Festival, is done to re-establish the spiritual bonds between the goddesses and the people of the town. This occurs every year over 12 days in July and August, and thus sustains the living cultural traditions of the Osun people and the Yoruba people at large.
So there are some people that do see their mates in heaven through dream. Idi Egbe. So this is the shrine. So if they want to separate those people from their mates, they will come down here. Or yes, or they want to appease them. So they just tell them to buy all the things that mouths are eating, like popcorn, sugarcane, sweet, granite, bread, all of sort of things. They bring it down here. Mother of twins. So those people that want twins, they come down here. There's also another baby at her back. Mother of twins. Ojubo Idiogun, God of iron. God of iron has to do with anything that has to do with metal. Like all those drivers that drive buses, cars, so they do appease these Ogun. Yes. 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 The first palace. No, it has been locked. At some time, when they believe that spirits and human beings can no longer live together, so they now vacate from this first palace. So they now turn this place to Osun Temple. So Osun devotees are now using this place as their temple. Shankmona, god of smallpox. The god of smallpox is like all these epidemics that do affect children during the dry seasons. Okay. Yes. So if maybe if you want a promotion, if you want to go higher in life and you appease this, everything will be well. The statue right there, stretching his hand like this, is telling us that you are all welcome to Osun Osogbo. Meaning the goddess doesn't discriminate. She welcomes everyone, irrespective of your religion. Either you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, or even if you are a black or a white, she welcomes everyone. When people come down here, they ask for whatever they want, she blesses them with it. It's a goddess of prosperity, a goddess of blessing, and goddess of fertility.
The grove is also a natural herbal pharmacy containing over 400 species of plants which are known for their medicinal uses. The 1950s witnessed the desecration of the Osun Osogbo Grove. The shrines were neglected and priests abandoned the grove as customary responsibilities and sanctions weakened. Prohibited actions like fishing, hunting, and felling of trees in the grove was done indiscriminately until an Austrian national named Susan Wenger, 1915 to 2009, helped to reinstate traditional protections. With the support and encouragement of the Ataoja, the royal king of the time, and the support of the concerned local people, Wenger formed the New Art movement to challenge land speculators, repel poachers, protect shrines, and begin the long process of bringing the sacred place back to life by re-establishing it as the Art of Osogbo. Wenger later came to be honored the title Aduni Olorisha for her custodial efforts and consistent devotion to the gods of the grove. The grove was first declared a national monument in 1965. This original designation was amended and expanded in 1992 to protect the entire 75 hectares. The Nigerian Cultural Policy of 1988 ensures that the state preserves as a monument the old city walls and gates, sites, palaces, shrines, public buildings, and promotes buildings of historical significance and monumental sculptures. Under the Land Use Act of 1990, the federal government of Nigeria conferred trusteeship of the grove to the government of Osun State. The grove had a well-developed management plan covering the period 2004 to 2009 that was adopted by all stakeholders, and the site enjoys a participatory management system. The federal government administers the site through a site manager of the National Commission for Museums and Monuments as empowered by Decree 77 of 1979. Osun State government equally contributes to its protection and management through its respective local governments, ministries, and parastatals, who are also empowered by the state edicts to manage state monuments. The traditional worshippers and devotees maintain the intangible heritage through spiritualism, worship, and symbolism. There is a management committee made up of all cadres of stakeholders that implement policies, actions, and activities for the sustainable development of the site. Osun Osogbo Sacred Grove will also serve as a model of African heritage that preserves the tangible and intangible values of the Osun people in particular, and the entire Yoruba people as a whole. As a source of pride to us, the grove will remain a living, thriving heritage that has traditional landmarks and a veritable means of transfer of traditional religion and indigenous knowledge systems to African people in the diaspora.